All right, here we go. So I'm just going to be sharing this. I'm actually going to do a quick presentation here, just so everyone knows. Yeah, there's no script, just winging it, just sending it. It's off the cuff. So here we go. It's titled "Growing Your Church," and it's presented by a Venue co-founder, Travis Mitchell. That would be me. Um, and I want to be talking about a method. So, what's the problem? Well, the problem is that, according to a lot of these studies that Barna has put out and many other established organizations have been researching that the church is declining with fewer millennials and Gen Z attending. This is more so true for the United States. Other countries may have different statistics, but all around the actual church, it's changing. It's changing in a lot of ways, and we've as believers have tried to kind of adapt and identify um, where we can provide a solution. So that's something that I've been working on. And I'm just going to say this on the side. I've actually, I don't want to go too off on this, but I've gone to church probably 6 days a week, got different small groups, maybe probably 4 to 6 days a week for about 2 year period. Um, and I've observed a lot of small groups, Sunday services. I've sometimes gone to church on Sunday for up to 16 hours, attending different services and helping with different things. And I feel that as a Gen Z myself, that there are some areas that the church can improve. So here we go. Here's two efforts that are tried. There's been way more efforts, but I just want to keep it casual and share this. I believe in this philosophy called entertain, educate, execute. It's a marketing philosophy I learned. And entertain is the first component where people actually they receive an experience. Um, and I think there's a prominent church that had a statement like, people deserve an encounter with Christ and with our faith. And that's something where people, uh, should have an experience. And that's kind of what sparks their interest, whether it's a personal experience in their prayer life, whether it's someone living out the gospel that inspired them. Whatever it is, though, before they're really curious about learning about the Bible or learning about God, there's usually some point in time where they have some kind of experience, whether it be objective or subjective. It's something that's very meaningful to the individual. And so Sunday services are great at the second part of education. Oh, but they're in order for uh, so just kind of bear with me on the audio here. For execution to happen, there needs to be a balance of both fellowship and discipleship activities, both in small groups and at larger services. And these small groups can sometimes become mundane and kind of overly routine and kind of study centric, whereas that can cause like a loss of interest for people and a lot of times a decline in the church. So a lot of the educational needs are met, but there is room for higher levels of entertainment without compromising the gospel, and also fellowship and discipleship to grow in a healthier trajectory. So here we are talking about church sizes. These are some of the classifications that according to just a blog on the internet, really. I mean, it's not like, some people have different thoughts on this, but yeah, so, small, medium, large is classified as a mega church. This is Sunday service attendance. But I actually think that the answer is outside of Sunday service. I actually think it's something totally different. I think church, an important keyword in church is community. And that can be executed with creative fellowship experiences. And I think that can actually be a job at the church. I know there's like event planners, event coordinators, organizers, but there's something interesting about someone who facilitates these unique fellowship experiences. And I think that there's a unique opportunity where when the church can serve beyond the church walls, outside of the building, and engage the community around them, and actually invite their friends, invite people into those experiences. I think that's going to be an incredible opportunity for people to experience the gospel, to live it out with each other in cool ways. And this can also really develop deeper bonds and more meaningful relationships. So people have an opportunity um, to I don't know how to say this, but if it's not a mundane systematic routine, there's something that happens in people where the relationship can form when people see each other in different environments and share different experiences at different places, doing different things. It's such an important part of the health of just community. And I believe that the church is a great place for those shared values, core identity to continue to thrive by just uh, catering these unique experiences. Now, I think this should be a full-time job, somebody's job, just completely dedicated to creating these ideas and helping execute them with small group leaders and with the church. I think it's such an important place beyond the building to be engaging the community and to be helping the church body stay healthy. And it solves a real problem in people's personal lives that is underserved, and that's that people are lonely, they're bored after working on the weekends. There's not everyone, but quite a few people, especially Gen Z millennials, are staring at social media and other stuff on the internet. And a lot of people are, looking at these, how do I say this? I guess in short and simple, a lot of people are just not engaging in relationship with other people as much. And the church has a tremendous opportunity to be that destination for people and to be that invitation to others. So at the end of this, I also want to say Havenia is a company that I co-founded, and really there's a premise of, once this has been in place, there's a creative fellowship experiences organizer, then they can have the responsibility, they can be delegated their responsibility to, well, the question then becomes, how can we attract more people in the area for free to come to our church for free or on a low budget? So I know a lot of churches, we don't like to use a very large marketing budget. Totally fine. Haveni is a totally free platform, so you don't have to worry about that. Download Havenia. You can post it and you can easily share with friends. So I'm just gonna go through a little demo video here. So it's in the App Store on the iOS and Google Play Store. We also have a website. Here it is. And this is where you go ahead and just simply download the app. You open the app, create an account. You got multiple ways you can sign up. Here you go. Just put the email, username, password. Yeah, just a moment here. And bingo. So we're in, those are videos up there that are story videos. These stories are invitations. And then you hit this button right here, create an event, add a photo or video to the event. And then you can obviously put a name. You have duration options. And one is for overnight. So let's say there's a retreat and you have like a start time and an end time. Maybe it's like 4 or 5 days. You can, you could set that. There's also multiple days. So maybe you have a small group or some kind of event that happens, once a week or once a month, and you want to set multiple times. But for this demo, it's just a 1 day. And you could also post these, and everything's location based. So it'll prioritize at the top of the feed to other people in the area. And this could just be a great way to kind of help get the word out. And also, you'll see here, you put the address. You could just open it right on your GPS too. There's a little link. So, and the way that was done is the person actually just hit publish in the upper right corner. All right, here we go. You could share it. You got some different people you can share it with. Send that link out if you want people to see the details. They don't even need to have the app to see the details. They can go that link once we're configuring a way for it to just take you right to the website. And if you need help, if you want, help literally with with featuring your event at the top, so it'll show up at the top of the global or at the top of the feed on Havenia, we can feature it for you. And we can also, we can also do custom marketing plan if you want us to market your event. So yeah, and then what you saw right there, that last thing you saw was actually, let me just go back just to talk about these offers here real quick. So we got market your event for me, and then these are set reminders. We're actually going to add a way. I don't want to get too off track, but we're actually going to add a way to add the calendar so you can sync this with your Apple, Google, or Microsoft calendar. But these reminder right here is push notifications. And this lightning bolt symbol was what was selected to open up these settings here. Market my event for me. So we can actually market, we could set up a digital marketing strategy together, work with one of Havenia's partners. We're open to ways to help with growing the church. That's really one of the big things that we're dedicated to here at Havenia. And that's actually the end of the presentation. So yeah, if you're interested in potentially working together, I would love to. And actually, let me share my screen just one more time. I actually think, okay, hopefully this thing lets me out of here. This is really irritating. Okay, I'm kind of embarrassed, but it seems frozen. Let me see if I can. Perfect. All right, we're chilling. I actually think there should be like a real job. So I just made this creative fellowship experiences organizer. We got responsibilities. Basically, you must be able to come up with ideas for events. And just circling back, that's actually this job right here, right? So this job, the creative fellowship experience, I think should either be an internal staff member, should be trained up in doing this, or a new hire. And I'm even willing to come in for like a month or two and help kind of facilitate this transition. These unique fellowship experiences would that people would want to bring. Sorry, a little typo here. These unique fellowship experiences that people would want to bring their friends to without compromising the gospel. Partner, create an account, right? Just like we showed, you can make an account on the app, and in the event details, you can post it, have an external link to your CRM. So I didn't even really talk about this, but actually in the details page on the video, here you could actually put in the details like a literal, like a URL, and it can go however you want to put someone to put their name, their email, phone number, whatever information you want to collect. You can actually put a link and it'll recognize that, and they can log out of, or they can log into a new window, and they can put that in so that you're able to stay in touch. Outcome. So if properly executed, the church congregation should have more people. Yeah, basically it would grow. And this whole feed here, I think I've already kind of covered this, but this whole feed here, this is in order of, with the exception of this featured event, which is one of the offers, all of these things are from closest to furthest away. And so at the top, it's closest to and furthest away. So you're going to be attracting people in the area just by posting on here. You're getting free exposure. And yeah, these are some expectations. If you did want me to come and actually help train up a volunteer staff member partner to help, these rates may be subject to change. Honestly, I don't even think this should be here. I just say negotiable because look, my goal isn't to charge like a crazy amount. Okay. My goal is, well, to be supported in the mission, but to really help you, to thrive. So we're just gonna put right. And then training after 2 months completed, tested. Yeah, so here we go. There's a transition. And we actually on our Slack channel are gonna offer full support. So whoever your creative fellowship experiences organizer is, I'm willing to offer full support inside of our Slack channel to make sure that they are able and well resourced. And I didn't even talk about this, but up here, there's actually these 3 dots and there's a drop down. It has fellowship ideas and it has a list and we can update that list. It's got like 30, 40 things to think of if you're running low on creativity, but it's really meant to create that. So yeah, that's the latest. That's what I got here. So this is the channel. If you were to join the Slack, the channel's right here. Yeah, so that's everything. Yeah, okay. We're done with the presentation. Thank you.